Good morning, everyone. So, this is Prerna from Bombay's 9 Education. We're going to solve part test 16 solutions. Let's take up first. So, the first question is find the exponent of 12 in 50 factorial. Exponent of p, where p denotes a prime number, n factorial is equal to greatest integer of n by p plus greatest integer of n by p square plus greatest integer of n by p cube plus greatest integer of n by p power 4, and it goes up to infinity until the greatest integer turns up to 0. Now what we need is exponent of 12. Exponent of 12, which is equal to 2 power 2 into 4. So the primes 2 power 2 into 3. So the primes are 2 and 3. You need to find the power of 2 and 3, and then we can combine them to form 12. So exponent of 2 in 50 factorial is equal to 50 by 2 greatest integer of 50 by 2 square, greatest integer of 50 by 2 cube, greatest integer of 50 by 2 power 4, greatest integer of 50 by 2 power 5, greatest integer of 50 by 2 power 6, and so on. Now 50 by 2 is greatest integer of 25, 50 by 4 12.5 is greatest integer, 50 by 8 6.25 greatest integer, 50 by 2 power 4, just keep on dividing by 2, you will get your answers. So this will be 50 by 16. 50 by 16 makes it 3 point something's greatest integer. 50 by 2 power 5 makes it 1 point something greatest integer. And then you will have 0 point something greatest integer. Now greatest integer of 25 is 25. Greatest integer is 12. Greatest integer of 6.25 is 6. Greatest integer of 3.25 is 3.125 is 3. Greatest integer of 1 point something is 1. Greatest integer of 0 point something is 0, and rest all the terms will be 0 since greatest integer will be 0. Hence, total of the powers of 2 in 50 factorial is 25 plus 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1, which makes it equal to 12 plus 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1 makes it 10, 22 plus what 25, that makes it 47. Hence, exponent of 2 in 50 factorial is 247, 2 power 47, you can say. Exponent of 3 will be greatest integer of 50 by 3 plus greatest integer of 50 by 3 square plus greatest integer of 50 by 3 cube plus greatest integer of 50 by 3 power 4 plus greatest integer of 50 by 3 power 5, and so on. 50 by 3, this will be something 16 point. 50 by 3 square, 50 by 9, that will be 5 point something. This will be 1 point something. Next 50 by 81 will be 0 point something, and rest all the terms will be 0 point something only. Greatest integer here is 16 plus 5 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0, which makes it 22. Now we can write 12 as 2 power 47 into 12, it's 50 factorial, you can say. 50 factorial, you can write it as 2 power 47 into 3 power 22 into something k, where k can be any other prime power. It may be the 5 power, 7 power, 9 power, whatever it is. Now 11 power, sorry. So what we can say is 50 factorial is equal to, now you need 12. 12 will be 4 into 3, right? So let's write it as 2 power 2 power square 23 into 2 into 3 power 22 into k. This is 4 power 23 into 2 into 3 power 22 into k. Now together 4 and 3 makes up 12 power 22 into this 8 into k. Now highest power of 12 in 50 factorial comes out to be 22. Therefore, exponent of 12 in 50 factorial is 22. Answer is option number C. Else, what you can say is, you can just take the minimum of 4's power, which will be 23 here, and 3's power, which is 22. You can just take the minimum, 22 and 23, minimum is 22. You can say 22 is your answer. Question number 2. 8C3 plus n plus 2c4 equals to 9c4. From property of binomial, we know that ncr plus ncr minus 1 is equal to n plus 1cr. So what we can say is 9c4 is equal to 8c3 plus 8c4. Therefore, what we can say is 8c3 plus n plus 2c4 can be written as 8c3 plus 8c4. 8c3, 8c3 cancels. N plus 2c4 is equals to 8c4. Comparing n plus 2 equals to 8, then n equals to 6. Option number D is your answer. How many 5-letter words containing 3 vowels and 2 consonants can be formed using the words of the letter equation? So what we are asked is you have to make a 5-letter word. There should be 3 vowels and 2 consonants such that the consonants always occur together. The consonants should always occur together. So let's take them as one entity and consider these as 3 separate boxes. This as one particular box. Now equation, write the consonant and the vowels of the equations. Q, T, N. These are the consonants. E, U, A, I, O. These are the vowels. Now what you need is 3 vowels. 3 vowels out of the total 5 vowels. So choosing of 3 vowels out of the 5 total vowels will be equal to 5C3. Then you need to have 2 consonants out of the 3 given consonants. So that will be equal to 3C2. Now these 3 vowels and this particular entity, what they can do is they can change their positions in 4 factorial ways. Also, the 2 consonants can change their position in 2 factorial ways. So these are the total number of ways in which you can write the word, which is equal to 15. 3c2 means 3. 4 factorial 24. 2 factorial 2. If we calculate, we'll be getting 1545 into 2 into 24. Makes it 90 into 24. So the answer will be 1440. That's it. IC3 is 10. 30 into 2 into 24. 60 into 24. That makes it 1440. Find the number of ways in which 6 different letters can be placed in 6 envelopes so that exactly 2 letters goes in wrong envelope. So you have 6 envelopes. You want that exactly 2 letters should go in wrong envelopes. Exactly 2 letters in wrong envelope. Now, for exactly 2 letters in wrong envelope, for first letter, you have 2 letters in wrong envelope. It means you have to choose 2 envelopes, 2 envelope out of 6, so that they have 2 letters wrongly placed. So you have to basically choose 2 envelopes out of the 6. That is the question. So choosing of 2 envelopes out of the 6 is equal to 6c2, which is equal to 6 into 5 by 2, which is equal to 15. So there are 15 choices, hence 15 is the correct answer. Sum of the coefficients. Now sum of the coefficients in any expression x plus y power n, sum of coefficient is given by, you have to substitute x equal to 1 and y equal to 1. All the variables basically substitute 1, you will get sum of the coefficient. Now sum of the coefficient in 1 plus 2x power n, it's given to be 6561. Then sum of the coefficient is find out when you substitute x equal to 1. To put x equal to 1, what we are getting is 3 power n equals to 6561, which implies n should be equal to 8. Since n is equals to 8, the constant term will be given by 1 by x plus 2 by x power 8. This is your final expression. So T of r plus 1 is basically 8cr 1 by x power 8 minus r 2x power r, which implies 8cr 1 by x power 8 minus r into 2 power r into x power r. 8cr into 2 power r x power r minus 8 plus r. 8cr into 2 power r into x power 2r minus 8. You need constant term, so which means that exponent of x should be 0. Hence 2r minus 8 should be 0, which implies r should be 4. Substitute r equals to 4 in this particular expression, that is 8c4 into 2 power 4 into x power 0. So constant term will be 8c4 into 2 power 4. Option number B. Sum of n terms of two arithmetic progressions. Let's say there are two arithmetic progressions having sum s1 and s2. Now sum of first arithmetic progression is 2n plus 5. Sum of second arithmetic progression is 5n plus 9. Sum of first arithmetic progression is 2n plus 9, 2n plus 5. And sum of second arithmetic progression is 5n plus 9. So for first expression, let's say a equals to a1 and common difference is d1. For second expression, let's say a equals to a2 and common difference, let's say d2. Then sum 1 is equals to n by 2, 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1. S2 will be n by 2, 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2. Divide s1 by s2, which gives n by 2, 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1. Divide by n by 2, 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d2. N by 2 cancels out. Therefore, 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1 by 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2 equals to 2n plus 5 by 5n plus 9. Take 2 common. So what we are getting is a1 plus n minus 1 d1 by 2, a2 plus n minus 1 by 2 d2 equals to 2n plus 5 by 5n plus 9. Just dividing by 2. Now what you want is ratio 15 terms. So basically you want a15 by a15, let's say. So this is a plus 14 d1, a plus a1 plus a2 plus 14 d2. Now a1 plus 14 d1, a2 plus 14 d2 we want, and we have this particular expression. So what we just can take it equal to 14. Compare n minus 1 by 2 equals to 14. N is equals to 29. Substitute n equals to 29 here. 2 into 29 plus 5. 5 into 29 plus 9. Mix up 9 to the 18. 58 plus 5 by 9 5 the 45 for carry. 145 plus 9. Makes up 63 by 145 plus 9 makes it up 154. Right, just cancel out. I guess we'll get the correct answer on cancelling. 7 nines us, and this is 722. 9 by 22 should be the correct option. The sum of the natural numbers lying between 50 and 500. 50 and 500, and we want multiples of 7. Multiples of 7 between this is 56, 63. So, and last multiple will be 497. We want sum of all natural numbers lying between it. A is equals to 56, D is equals to 7. Last term is 497. What we require is n. Since Sn is equal to n by 2, A plus An. Now n is what we require. We can find A by using the formula An is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D. An is 497. 56 plus n minus 1, D is 7. Gets cancelled out. 441 is equals to n minus 1 into 7. 763 equals to n minus 1. N equals to 64. N is 64. 64 by 2. A is 56 plus 497 makes up 32 into 56 plus 497 makes up 3, 1, 953. So after solving this particular quantity, you will get 17696. Option B. Standard deviation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on up to 10 is equal to sigma. Then what we want is standard deviation of 11, 12 and so on up to 20. Now SG of 1, 2, 3, 4, so on up to 10 is sigma. Then SG of 11, 12, 13, so on up to 20 is equal to what? What we have is 1 to 10 to sigma. Now what you have done is you have added a constant to this number. What you have done is add 10 to this number, that is 11. You have added 10 to the number 2, that is 12. You have added 3 to the number 10, which makes it 13, and so on. You have added 10 to 20. So basically the change in the first progression and the second progression is adding of 10. Now the changes which are observed in SD, when you add some constant to the previous progression plus some constant SD, then the SD remains same. The change is that it remains same. There is no change, remains same. Therefore, since you have added a constant 10 to the given progression, your SD will remain same. It will be sigma only. So option number C is correct. In AP, A16 is 47, A31 is 92. Find out A27. A16 is A plus 15D, which is 47. A31 is 92, that is A plus 30D, that is 92. What we want to find is A plus 26D, that is A27. AN in the AP is given by A plus N minus 1 into D. So since we want A and D's value, let's subtract. Let's take it equation number 1, equation number 2. Subtract 1 from 2. Then A plus 30D minus A plus 15D equals to 92 minus 47. Therefore 15D is equals to 545. Therefore D is 3. D is 3. Substitute in any of the equations above, you will get the value of A also. Let's say A plus 30D equals to 92. Then A plus D is 3. 90 equals to 92. A equals to 2. A is 2 and D 3. Substitute in this. So what we get is 2 plus 26 into 3. 78 plus 2 makes it 90. 80. So option number A is correct, 80. Sum up to infinity. Sum up to infinity of the given progression 1 by 7, 2 by 7 and so on. If you observe it clearly, we have two progressions in the given question. One which is 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 square and so on. And another progression is having 2 by 7 and 2 by 7 square so on. So what we have to do is we have to separate them and just find their sum as regularly we used to find in a GP. One by 7 plus 2 by 7 square plus 1 by 7 cube plus 2 by 7 power 4. So collect the terms this and this into a separate bracket. So 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 cube, 1 by 7 power 5 and so on, plus 2 by 7 square plus 2 by 7 power 4, 2 by 7 power 6 and so on. Sum up to infinity of a GP is given by A upon 1 minus R, where A is first term and R is common ratio. Here first term is 1 by 7 and common ratio is 1 by 7 square. Here, first term is 2 by 7 square and common ratio is 1 by 7 square. So what we get is 1 by 7 by 48 by 49 plus 2 by 49 by 48 by 49. Now 49 cancels, 7 sevens are. So what we are getting is 7 by 48 plus 2 by 48 makes up 9 by 48. Cancels on 3, 3 by 16. That should be correct. Option number D. A1, A2, so on up to A10, they are in AP. H1, H2, so on up to H10, they are in HP. Now A1 is equals to H1 is equals to 2 and A10 is equals to H10 is equal to 3. Then find out A4, H7. So what we need to do is find A4 separately and H7 separately and multiply them together. Now AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D and HN is equal to 1 upon A1 plus N minus 1 into D1. This is it. So let's find A4 first. We are given A1 2 and A10 3. So A10 minus A1 is 3 minus 2 which is 1 and A10 minus A1 is nothing but 9D. 9D is equals to 1 implies D is equals to 1 by 9. D is 1 by 9. So find A4. A4 is A plus 3D. A as you have been given it's 2. 3 D. D as we find it's 1 by 9. So this is 2 plus 1 by 3 which is 7 by 3. So half of the question is solved. A4 is 7 by 3. Now what we want is H7. To find H7 we need again A of H in progression and D of H in progression. Now H1, H2 which implies 1 upon A1 is 2 and also H10 is 3 which implies 1 upon A1 plus 2D1 it's 3. Hence not 2 it's 9. A1 is equals to 1 by 2 and A1 plus 9D1 it's 1 by 3. Subtract, what we get is 9D1 is equals to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2 which implies 9D1 is equal to minus of 1 by 6. D1 is equals to minus 1 by 54. And A1 is 1 by 2. Let's find H7 then. H7 is equal to 1 upon A1 plus 6D1 which is 1 upon 1 by 2 plus 6 into minus 1 by 54. This is 9. So this is 1 upon 1 by 2 minus 1 by 9 which makes up 1 upon 18. 9 minus 2 makes it 7. Hence it is 18 upon 7. H7 is 18 upon 7. So the final question is to just calculate. Let's see what is it. A4 into H7. A4 is 7 by 3 and H7 is 18 by 7. 7, 7. 3 ones are 3 6. The answer is 6. Option number D. Sum of the n terms 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4. So clearly the question will be solved by the telescopic series, or if you want to say it straight away, we can write 1 as the difference of the 2, 2 as the difference of the 2, 3 as the difference of the 2. So 1 can be written as 2 minus 1 into 1 into 2. This one you can write it as 3 minus 2 into 2 into 3. This one can be written as 4 minus 3 into 3 into 4 and so on. Last term will be n into n plus 1. So what we can say, it is n plus 1 minus n into n plus 1. Separated. So what we get is 2 divided by 1 into 2 makes it 1 by 1, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4, so on, 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. Middle terms are getting cancelled. You're left with 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1, n plus 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1, 1 and 1 cancels. So answer is n upon n plus 1. Option number A. Question number 13. Mean of a set of observations, this is 20. So mean is equal to 20 for x1, x2, so on up to x10. So number of observations are clearly 10. Mean for these particular observations is 20. Now, if you are adding 4 to first observation, 8 to second observation, 12 to third observation, so on, and 40 to last observation, then what is your new mean? That is the question. Let's start from here. Mean is equal to summation of xi by n, which implies summation of xi will be n into x bar. Summation of xi from here is 10 into 20, which is 200. Therefore, sum of the previous observations is 200. New mean is given by summation of new observations divided by n, which is summation of new observations by 10. Now new observation sums up to x1 plus 4 plus x2 plus 8, so on up to x10 plus 40. This divided by 10. This is equal to x1 plus x2, so on up to x10, and put 4 plus 8, so on up to 40 in a one bracket, divide by 10. This is 200 from the previous mean. This is 200. 200 plus. Now, either you can say it's arithmetic progression and find out the sum separately. Or what you can say is 4 plus 8 plus 12, so on up to 40. Just take 4 common. This is 1 plus 2 plus 3, so on up to 10. This is the sum of first 10 natural numbers, which is n into n plus 1 by 2. 10 into 11 by 2. Hence, this is 220. Therefore, 200 plus 220 by 10. This is 420 by 10. So, new mean is 42. Option B. Average salary of the male implies. Now, average salary means mean salary. So, mean salary, let's denote the mean salary for males and females differently. Then, what they're saying is mean salary for the males is, let's see the question. In a firm is 520 and that for the females is 420. Mean salary of the total employees taken together, the groups taken together, is 500. Then the percentage of male employees is. So, average salary of male employees is 521. Let's denote number of males N1, number of females SN2. Average salary of males as S1 bar and average salary of males as S2 bar, which is given. S1 bar is given it's 520, S2 bar it's given it is 420. The mean salary of the total employees is 500. Total employees, if you take together, the total mean is 500. Then find the percentage of male employees. So this is the total mean X bar. Now, for the total mean of X bar, it is given by N1 into X1 bar plus N2 into X2 bar divide by N1 plus N2. If there are two groups having N1 persons, N2 persons, X1 bar as mean, X2 bar as mean, then that combined mean is given by this particular formula. Therefore, X bar should be, which is given in the question, it's 500, which implies 500 is equal to N1, we don't know. X1 bar is the salary of the males, 520. S2 is the salary of females, 420. N2 divided by N1 plus N2. Cross multiply, we'll get 500 N1 plus 500 N2 is equals to 520 N1 plus 420 N2. 20 N1 equals to 80 N2. Hence, N1 is equals to 4 N2 or N1 by N2 is equals to 4. Now what we have to find is percentage of male employees. Percentage of male employees is given by N1 by n1 plus n2 into 100. This is the percentage of male employees, basically number of males by total number of persons into 100. Now n1 is n1 only, keep n1. n1 we can keep as 4 into n1. Let's keep n1 as 4 into 4 into n2 into 100. So that is 4 by 5 into 100. So male percentage is 80%, which is option A. Mean of 5 observations is 40 and variance is 5.2. 3 observations are this, then the other 2 are. Let us say the 5 observations are x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. Out of these 5 observations, already 3 observations are given, that is 1, 2, 6. Then x4 and x5 is what you need to find. Mean of these observations is 4 and SD it's 5.2. Formula for mean is summation xi by total number of observation. Summation of SG is summation of xi square by n minus summation of xi by n whole square. You can say that this is mean. Now using the first equation which is given, that mean is equal to 4. We can find one equation from there and one equation we can find from SG. So mean is equals to 4, which is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus x4 plus x5 should be 4, implies x4 plus x5 is equals to 20 minus 9. So x4 plus x5 equals to 11. Equation number 1. Now SD, which is 5.2, that is equal to xi square summation by n. Xi square means 1 square plus 2 square plus 6 square plus x4 square plus x5 square divided by 5 minus summation xi by n, basically mean it's 4 square. Now this implies 1 plus 4 5, 5 plus 36 41. 41 plus x4 square plus x5 square by 5 minus 16 equals to 5.2. x4 square plus x5 square plus 41 minus 80, take 5 LCM. This is equal to 26. This is equal to 26. Then x4 square plus x5 square minus 39 is equal to 26. So x4 square plus x5 square is equals to 39 plus 26. That makes it 65. Now x4 plus x5 is 11 and x4 square plus x5 square is 65. Either what we can do is just substitute the options and verify the options. That is the best way, I think. Now 9, the sum should be 11. Everything is summing up to 11 because, so this is not rejecting the options. Now let's try with this equation. 2 square plus 9 square means 81 plus 4. That doesn't make up 65. 3 square plus 8 square, 64 plus 9. 64 plus 9 is not 65. 4 square plus 7 square. So see, 4 square plus 7 square, that is 16 plus 49. That makes up 65. Hence 4 and 7 is the correct answer. See. Coefficient of x power 5 in the particular expression. Question number 16. 1 plus x power 21 plus 1 plus x power 22, so on, 1 plus x power 30. Coefficient of x power 5. This is a geometric progression. Take 1 plus x power 25 common. So we are left with 1 plus 1 plus x, so on up to 1 plus x power 9. 1 plus x power 21. Now this is a GP with common ratio 1 plus x, number of terms 10 and first term as a. So sum is equals to a into rn minus 1 by r minus 1. This is 1 into 1 plus x power 10 minus 1 by 1 plus x minus 1. 1 and 1 cancels. This is 1 plus x power multiply inside 31 minus 1 plus x power 21 by x, which is 1 plus x power 31 by x minus 1 plus x power 21 by x. So this is the most simplified expression. Now let the general term. General term for this particular expression is 31 CR x power r minus 1, 21 CR x power r minus 1 by. See 1 plus x power 31. This has general term as 31 CR x power r. T of r plus 1 is equal to NCR x power n minus r into y power r. So this is the general term. But since you are dividing by x also, here if you see dividing by x, so the power will be r minus 1. Now what you have to do, you have to find coefficient of x power 5. If you want coefficient of x power 5, then r minus 1 should be equal to 5. Then r should be 6. So the final coefficient is 31c6 minus 21c6. Option C. In this expansion, in ex given coefficient of x and x square in 1 plus x power m into 1 minus x power n is equals to 3 and minus 6 respectively, then we need to find what is m. So let's first expand 1 plus x power m and 1 minus x power n. 1 plus x power m is mc naught plus mc1x plus mc2x square, so on, mcm x power n. And the expansion of 1 minus x power n is nc naught minus nc1x plus nc2x square minus nc3x power 3 and so on. Now we want coefficient of x. If you want coefficient of x, you need to multiply mc naught by minus nc1x. mc1x by nc naught will get coefficient of x. Rest any term will not give us coefficient of x. So coefficient of x is given by mc naught into minus nc1 plus mc1 into nc naught. mc naught is 1. So this is 1. This is also 1. What we get is mc1 minus nc1, which implies m minus n. And m minus n coefficient of x, it is given 3. Equation number 1. For coefficient of x square, clearly from the question, we need to multiply mc naught by nc2x square, mc1x by nc1x, and nc2x square by nc naught to get coefficient of x square. So coefficient of x square is mc naught into nc2 plus mc1 into minus nc1 plus nc2 into nc naught, and this coefficient is minus 6. nc2 minus nc1 into nc1 plus nc2 into nc naught minus 6. nc2 is n into n minus 1 by 2. mc1 m into n, m into m minus 1 into 2. This is minus 6. Solving, n square minus s minus 2mn plus m square minus m equals to minus 12. m square n square minus 2mn. This makes up n minus m whole square and m minus n whole square. You can take it anything. M minus n whole square minus n minus m. It's minus 6 minus 12. M minus n value from equation number 1 is 3. So 9 minus n plus m is minus 12. So n plus m is 21. Equation number 2. Now equation 1 and equation 2 are there. We can just solve them to find out the value of n. M plus n is 21 from equation 2. Add them. So we are getting 2m equals to 24. Hence m equals to 12. Option C. Midterm of 1 plus 3x plus 3x square plus x cube power 6. If you see carefully, it's nothing but the expansion of 1 plus x cube. 1 plus x cube is 1 plus x cube plus 3x square plus 3x. So if you combine, we are getting this. This is equal to 1 plus x power 18. Midterm, when n is equals to even, then midterm is equal to n by 2 plus 1th term. So this is 8 by 2 plus 1th term. This is 10th term. Hence, option number C is correct. Numerically greatest term for 2 plus 3x power 9 when x is 3 by 2. Numerically greatest term. Formula for numerically greatest term is r less than n plus 1 x by y mod plus 1 and r is greater than n plus 1 by mod xy plus 1 minus 1, where the expansion is x plus y power n, then x by y, and n is the index of n. Now the expansion you are given is 2 plus 3x power 9. In that case, mod of x by y is equal to mod of 3 by 2 by 3x. Value of x is given in the question, it's 3 by 2. Just substitute. So we are getting 2 into 3 by 2, which is equal to 4 by 9. Hence, mod of x by y is 4 by 9 and n's value is 9. Therefore, r should be less than 9 plus 1 by 4 by 9 plus 1 greater than n 9 plus 1 by 4 by 9 plus 1 minus 1. Therefore, r should be less than 10 by 13 by 9, 10 by 13 by 9 minus 1, which is 90 by 30. This is 90 by 13 minus 1. Hence, r belongs from, this is 6 point something, maybe approximately it's 6.9, and this is 5.9. So the value, integral value of r between 5.9 and 6.9 is 6. Therefore, at r equals to 6, the term is greatest. Now, when r is 6, the number of term will be t of r plus 1. So, r plus 1 means 7th term is greatest. So, 7th term, B option is correct. If 2x minus 3x square power 6 is equals to a naught plus a1x plus a2x square, so on, a12x power 12, find a naught and a6. To find a naught, we can directly substitute x equal to 0. See, if we substitute x equal to 0, all the terms will be 0 here and you will be left only with a naught. Therefore, a naught will be equal to 2 into 0 minus 3 into 0 square power 6. Therefore, a naught equals to 0. Clearly, a naught is 0, so this option is rejected. Now we find a6. What is a6 basically? a6, if you see, it is a6 power 6, means a6 is coefficient of x power 6. So what we want to find is basically coefficient of x power 6 in the particular expansion. This is your expansion. General term is 6cr, 2x power 6 minus r, 3x square power r, which is 6cr, it's minus 2 power 6 minus r, x power 6 minus r, minus 3 power r, x power 2r, which is 6cr, 2 power 6 minus r, minus 3 power r, x power 6 plus r. This is your general term, t of r plus 1. Now we want coefficient of x power 6. So if we want coefficient of x power 6, then 6 plus r must be 0, which must be 6. So r must be 0. Substitute r equals to 0, 6c 0, 2 power 6 minus 3 power 0. So coefficient is 2 power 6. 0 is the coefficient of a naught, and a naught's value is 0 and a6 value is 2 power 6. Option number B. If 7 power 103 is divided by 25, find remainder, find r. So there are two rules in the binomial which helps us to find remainder. 1 plus x power n can be written as 1 plus kx, where k is any integer. Also, 1 minus x power n can be written as 1 minus kx, where k is integer. Using these two formulas, we need to find the remainder. Now, we need to convert 7 power something in such a way that it is most near to 25. So, we know that 7 square is 49, which can be written as 50 minus 1. 50 is a multiple of 25. We need to convert into that way. Now, 7 into 103 can be written as 7 multiply 7 power 102, which is 7 into 7 square power 51, which is 7 into 49 power 51. 7 into 50 minus 1 power 51, which is minus 7 into 1 minus 50 power 51. Now this particular expression, if you compare with 1 minus x power n, this particular expression, 1 minus x power n is 1 minus kx. So 1 minus 50 power 51 can also be written as 1 minus 50 power 51 can be written as 1 minus k into 50. 1 minus k into 50. This is what 1 minus k into 50, right? So let's just write it minus 7 into 1 minus k into 50. Solve it further. This is minus 7 plus 50k into 7. We need to divide it by 25. Clearly, if you divide this term by 25, then remainder is 0, since 50 is a multiple of 25. Now left out term is minus 7. Therefore, remainder is minus 7, but remainder is never negative. If remainder comes out to be negative, you have to add the divisor itself. So remainder is minus 7 plus 25, which is 18. So 18 is the answer of this particular question. Variance of first p natural numbers is 114, and find p. Variance of first n natural numbers. Direct formula is p square minus 1 by 12. N square basically. Now n square minus 1 by 12, it's given that it is 114. So n square is equals to 114 into 12 plus 1. So n square is equals to, you just need to multiply 114 by 12 and add 1. So this will give us 114 multiplied 12 is 1368. So this is 1368 plus 1. So n square is equals to 1369. Hence n is square root of 1369. Now 1369 is square root of 37. So answer is n equals to 37. Letters of modesty, question number 23. Letters of modesty are written in all possible orders. Then they are written in dictionary, then what rank does modesty has? So what they are saying is modesty can be written in any way. Any letter can be written in anywhere. So you can write D first and write any word DES2MY, MY. You can write it like this. ES2MOY D. The word this word also exists. So what they are saying, you can just change the order of the word and you just write them in the dictionary. So in a dictionary, the words are arranged in the alphabetical order. So if we write the words in the alphabetical order, then what's the rank of the word modesty? That is what we need to find. So let us first see, in a dictionary, first word will be D. If first word is D, it means the rest 5 letters. So the total letters in this are seven letters. So it's 6 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can be anything. We don't care about the rest of the letters of the D. So rest letters of the D can have 6 factorial choices, which is 720. You have 7 letters and D, you take it out, then 6 letters are left. So we have 6 factorial choices to fill in the left out blanks. So 720 words are there in a dictionary which are starting with D. Now let's say E. Next letter in the dictionary. So just write them D, E. After D and E, it will be M. Then further. So letters starting with E will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 6 letters will be there here. 6 factorial ways of writing letters. Then we have M in the dictionary. But then also, we don't need M. We need modesty letter in particular. So after M in a dictionary, the word which comes up is D. Now, this has 5 factorial choices. 120. After D, after taking of D, now we have the letter E. So again, 5 factorial choices. Then we have O. We need the next letter after O should be D, M-O. Then in the next word of the dictionary, after M-O will be alphabetically, it will be D only. Next word will be E-S-T-Y. If we go in alphabetical order, it's correct. So next word after these many words will be modesty. Add them up. 1440 is 240. So 1680 words. After 1680 words, we are going to have modesty. That will be word number 1681. So that is the rank. 1681 is the correct answer. Sn equals to 1 square minus 2 square, 2 3 square minus 4 square, 5 square minus 6 square. Find S50. So you have terms like this, 50 terms. We need to find S50 for this particular. This is 1 minus 2. If you use the formula a minus b into a plus b, 1 plus 2. This can be written as 3 minus 4 into 3 plus 4. This is 5 minus 6 into 5 plus 6. Now, what will be the last term first of all? So this is the first term. This is the first term. This is second term. This is third term. So we want 50th term. For the 50th term, the 50th term will be clearly this is first, second, third. For third term, you are having 6. For second term, you are having for first term, you are having 2. So for the 50th term, you will having 100 square, and before that, you will have 99 square. So this is 99 minus 100 into 99 plus 100. Hence, S50 is equal to 1 minus 2 minus 1, 1 plus 2. This is again minus 1 into 3 plus 4. This is again minus 1 into 5 plus 6. So, minus 1 into 99 plus 100. Therefore, S50 is equal to minus 1 common. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 so on up to 100. This is sum of first 100 natural numbers, which is n into n plus 1 by 2. Therefore, S50 is equal to 5050 minus. Answer is minus 5050. Question number 25. Coefficient of x power 4 in 1 plus x square power 10. Coefficient of x power r in x plus y plus z power n is equal to n factorial by a factorial, b factorial, c factorial into x power a, y power b, z power c, such that a plus b plus c is equal to n, and all of them are less than r. So this is what give us the coefficient of any particular power. This is the general term. Basically, this is the general term. Just remove it. General term of x plus y plus z power n is n factorial by a factorial, b factorial, c factorial, x power a, y power b, z power c, such that a plus b plus c is equals to n. Now, general term for 1 plus x square power 10 will be 10 factorial by a factorial, b factorial, c factorial, 1 power a, x power b, x power 2c, such that a plus b plus 2c should be equal to 10. Now, what you want is coefficient of x power 4. So, if we want coefficient of x power 4, then b plus 2c must be equal to 4. B plus 2c should be equal to 4. Now, make up a particular table for the values of a, b, c, which satisfies these two equations. These two equations should be satisfied. Start from c. Let's take the smallest value of c, that can be 0. If c is 0, then b is 4. And if b is 4, then a is 6. If c is 1, then b is 2. If b is 2, then a is 7. If c is 2, then b is 0. If b is 0, then it is 8. This satisfies these two equations. Rest terms you cannot take. If you take c3, then this will be 6. And b will be minus 2. And b cannot be minus 2 since power should be always positive. A, B, C should be always positive and less than n. This is the condition. So therefore, these are the only possible cases. These are the only possible cases for the coefficient. Let's add them up. So the first case you will have 10 factorial by 6 factorial, 4 factorial, 0 factorial. For the next case you have 10 factorial by 7 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial. Third case 7 factorial, 8 factorial, 2 factorial. Now if you solve it, what you will get is 10 factorial can be written as 6 factorial into 7 into 8 into 9 into 10. 4 factorial, 6 factorial. 6 factorial into 4 factorial is 24. 8 threes are 3 threes are. So this is 210. 10 factorial by 7 factorial into 2 factorial. This is 7 factorial into 8 into 9 into 10 by 2 into 7 factorial. 7 factorial, 7 factorial get cancelled. 360. It gives 360. Solving it, we will be getting 45. So if you add it up, you will get 615. So total coefficient of x power 4 is 615. So these are the total answers of the part 16. Thank you so much.